guys, Thunderstud here, and today we are doing Dark Necrofear. Now there was a lot of ways to do this deck, so it was pretty hard to land on one. There's Burning Abyss, there's just generic Fiends. Here we're going with a Dark World engine. There's tons and tons of ways to do this. So here I'm going with a 30 card draw powered Dark World with some continuous spell cards, because that's kind of the second effect of our girl here. We got the new Curse Necrofear to go with our Dark Necrofear. Now you can target 3 of your banished Fiend type monsters, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, shovel those into the deck, so that's pretty good. During the end phase, if this card's in the graveyard because it was destroyed from your monster zone and sent there this turn, special summon it from the graveyard. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of face-up spell or trap cards you control with different names. So we do have a few. We have Gate. I don't know if it would actually count Gate. And then we have Gravekeeper's Servant. And we have Veil of Darkness. Veil of Darkness helps us get cards in our graveyard for Necrofear. If you draw a dark, you get a discard a dark and draw again. I just want to try out Gravekeeper's Servant. Unless your opponent sends one card from the top of their deck to the graveyard, they cannot declare an attack. You'll actually see this in the replays. It's pretty cool. But other than that, just spamming a bunch of Fiends. Now we got Fiendish Rhino Warrior. He's so good. He's pretty much a Burning Abyss card, and he works really well like a Dark World card. He does trigger off their effects when he's discarded, so you get to discard an extra Fiend, and that really helps buff up your graveyard for your Necrofear. So it's not the most competitive deck in the world. We still have some Sphere Karibos to give us a little bit of delay of stall to survive some turns for some second turn sticky Necrofear plays. So there's plenty of ways to mess with Necrofear. Overall though, this new monster is win more, like a lot win more. So you don't know if you want to do Destiny board and just ignore it or stuff like that. We'll have to see, but I hope you guys enjoy these replays. They're pretty cool, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are. I am Seto Kaiba right now. I'm mostly Merrick, but this was when I was still tinkering for the most part, so it was on Kaiba. Still the same skill. We're using heavy starters, so that's why it's not much of a difference. I do change the sleeve and mat also. So we're going Fiendish Rhino set. He's a good 2 Fiends in the graveyard. Our boy's using Magic Mallet over there. So this is first stage KC Cup. Now we're looking at a Dark Necrofear. We normal summon Bro. We got a DD Stone King Darius. Probably would have been better to have one where we could discard immediately, but we don't really have level 3 like that. He hits us with a counter gate, he draws one but doesn't summon it. Now he sets a back row. We get our Curse of Necrofear. We get hit with a Drowning Mirror Force, so not super helping us, but our Fiendish Rhino does leave the field from the XZs, so that's going to trigger and get 2 more for 3 total. Our boy is Dark Magician, he finally shows us. Now we go set a back row. He set a back row, I should say. We get a Snow, banish a Rhino, Snow searches another gate. We're going to be able to do that all over again. This time we're going to set the Bro. We get 2 Veil of Darkness, not what we wanted, but we still have a Dark Necrofear coming out. And after Dark Necrofear is the Curse of Necrofear. She gets to hop right back out. She's 2800. 3100 with the field spell, so stronger than a Dark Necrofear. Counter gates after we destroy his monster. Notice how low his deck's getting. He's down to 10, all these counter gates and stuff. We get our 3rd Dark Necrofear. We're going to throw away with the gate. Or sorry, we're going Veil of Darkness, throwing him away. We get 2 more. We're stuck with our little gorilla. He's using a Kiteroid. Maybe that's why he didn't want to summon it after getting it with the counter gate. Dark Magical Circle, that's definitely what he needed to start threatening my field. Now he sets 2 back rows, so he's ready to go now. We get our Grapha, so we bring out Grapha. We're going to XYZ into our Heretic Sun Dragon. That's going to trigger his navigation. That's exactly what we wanted. So he can blow his Dark Magical Circle with 2 Dark Magicians. He's gonna banish our boy, that's okay, because we still have Curse. We're gonna throw away Gorilla, that's gonna destroy 1. We're gonna play Gravekeeper's Servant, we're gonna banish 3. And there's a defense position, Dark Necro, a set Rhino, swing over Dark Magician. He's down to 6 cards, guys. He's down to 6 cards. He has to mill a card to Gravekeeper's Servant. He just summoned from the deck a Magician's Rod once again. Has to mill that Timius thanks to Gravekeeper's Servant. He's down to 4 cards in the deck. We get a Dark World Dealings. That's going to draw 1 more. He has to use a Magician's Navigation on a Dark World Dealing. Unbelievable. Goes again. He does have 2 navigations. He used 2 navigations. We get a bow. That means we're going to use Gate. Throw the bow. Get a Fiendish Rhino. Get a Karibo. Karibo's clutch. We're going to use Fiendish Rhino to attack Magician's Rod. He stops us with Draining Shield. Life points don't really matter. We're going for a mill. He's down to 2 points. He's got a Dark Magical Veil. Now, I'm not sure why he didn't banish with... Oh, he does banish with the Dark Magical Circle. Okay, so he banishes the Necrofear. He has to navigate the Servant to keep swinging, but we have a Sphere Karibo, so we hit him. He hits us for not a lethal amount of damage. We extra mill with our Rhino. That means we can use our Draw Sense High Level. That's our Curse of Necrofear. That's going to be 3 back. We're going to destroy a Dark Magician. He's down to 1 card, guys. Down to 1 card, has to pass. We get a Sphere Karibo. He's really in trouble. We destroy that last Dark Magician. He top decks. It's a Monster Reborn. What a last card. He's going with Magician of Dark Illusion. Dark Magical Circle banishes our Curse of Necrofear. What's going on? But guys, Gravekeeper's Servant, unless your opponent sends 1 card, he can't attack. He's paused there for so long trying to figure out why he couldn't attack. He switched all his monsters to attack. He was ready, but with no cards to mill, Gravekeeper's Servant completely prevents him from attacking. So he had to pass. I get to show him I had a whole nother Dark Necrofear waiting. And then of course, he loses by draw. Crazy, crazy duel, guys. Alright, here we are facing a little Yu. We're going second. It looks like 30 cards over there. Believe it or not, that's that 30 card version of Gandora everyone's using. That uses Thunder Dragon and stuff like that. I mean, Thunder Dragon's cool because he's like 2 monsters and 1 card. So I get the synergy with Gandora. And people like to mix in Chaos Dragon and stuff like that. So here he's setting up, getting his Gandora, putting in the graveyard. So even with just doing that, you're setting up Chaos Dragons pretty nicely. We use Veil, Dark World Dealings, throw away our Snow. He threw away a Gadget. We get our Gate. There is Gate. Boom, boom. Throw away the Snow again. Search another Gate. And another Snow. Gate once again. Throw away Snow. You know where we're going with this. Gate once again. We search Dark World Dealing. We're going to be able to throw away our Fiendish Rhino and trigger his effect just like he was a Dark World card. Throwing away our Gren. Probably not going to need him. And we go with our Gate. Banish and draw once again. Fiendish Rhino. Bow gives us our other Veil, so we're pretty much done. Normal summon him. He's 1700 thanks to our Gates, which are over most gadgets. I think everything but Gold's attack. So that is actually pretty significant against this specific deck. Now he's got the setup. He's got everything he needs to OTK except for eyes in my hand with the Sphere Karibo. So he goes to normal Gandora. Or he didn't even do the normal Gandora, he just went with this Gandora. He's 7.2k, hit with a Sphere Karibo. Now he's 0 defense. Literally any monster will do, and it is literally my weakest monster. So Gorilla, 300 attack over this 7.2k Gandora with his little knife. He got this little knife over that giant destructive Gandora. Destroys my Veil again. This fool's not letting me use my Veil. His Silver Gadget beats little Gorilla Knife. Draw Sense High Level. we get our Necrofear. It's not the one we wanted. We wanted Curse of Necrofear. He's gonna Megaroid City and give us another Draw Sense high level. So let's try that again. Or no, we didn't. We just get the Curse of Necrofear without the Draw Sense high level. But that's what we should have Draw Sense high level. Now she's at 2800. Over the little gadget, 1300. Now he's bringing out the light stuff. I'm assuming he didn't run too many of the Earth gadgets because he's trying to use Chaos Dragons and stuff like that. He's got a Kiteroid. That should last him a bit. Unless he makes a sloppy mistake and leaves a monster in attack position. He's bringing out a Chaos Dragon. Now he summoned that in defense, so he can't switch it to defense. He's got a Determination of Flight. Gets rid of that for a Silent Swordsman he's got in his deck. Hits me for a K, but that's not lethal. End phase. Curse of Necrofear comes right back if she was destroyed. If I would have had face-up spell cards like all the Veils he kept destroying, I would have been able to destroy a monster on that summon. Or any card, really. We get another Necrofear, don't really need it, as he left himself vulnerable with a monster, and we simply swing over it. He didn't know he was cursed. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Silvio. We're going first. He's using a tag tournament sleeve and mat there, pretty random. Dark World hand, essentially. We're gonna start with a Dark World dealing, throwing away a bow. He is, in fact, Yosenju's. We get a gate. Searched from our snow, I should say. I said bow. Banish the snow, throw away the bow. That's +1 from the bow and from the field. Then we set our Tactician. We did get a Spirit Crew bow, so we should be safe from most OTKs. He is bringing out a Diebok. That's going to return our Tactician and our Gate. But, like I said, we're going to be able to stop him with our Sphere Boy. Now we're also going to be able to draw Sense high level. We don't have 3 Fiends in the graveyard just yet, though, so we got to work on that. Rhino's a great way to do that. We're still going to draw Sense high level. Play our Gate. I searched Grapha with the draw Sense high level. It's very bad. So he's going to Yosenju Sting my gates. When I target the gates with the Gren we threw away. Sorry, when I target the Yosenju Sting with this Gren, he chains it to my gates. Mistake number 1, because gate is a soft once per turn. You can do it again with another gate. So I play the gate, it's like a whole new gate. Use it all over again, throw away the snow, Dark World dealing. Now we're going to be able to throw away that Grapha. We might throw away the bow first. We do throw away the bow first. Gates once again. Now we'll throw away the Grapha. That's going to destroy what was left there. Dark Veil, but we're not getting past this turn as we banish 3 for the Necrofear. And then we normal summon our Rhino. That's a lethal amount of damage thanks to the Gates of the Dark World, giving us that extra 600 we needed for lethal. Great stuff. Alright, here we are versus a little Bakura, or Desod Bakura, I should say. We start with a Veil of Darkness. So this duel you're going to be able to see what a real successful Veil of Darkness does for us. As we already have our Curse, we already have Dark. We use Gate to buff up our Snow. He gets rid of our Gate. Thankfully gets rid of the Gate. So his Strategist Necro can survive. He doesn't have a spell card apparently though. And Dark Veil's about to come through. We throw away a Sphere Boy. We throw away a Bow. We throw away a Tactician. We throw away a Snow. We're throwing everything away until we get a Veil. Then we banish. That's our Necrofear. Then unbanish with the Curse. We get both of them out. They can both swing. No strings attached to any of this. 2200 over the Strategist. 1700. 2800 for a nice, clean, quick lethal. That's about as fast as the deck goes with Veil. I like Servant. I love Dark Worlds. Fiendish Rhino works in with Dark World so crazy good. Fiendish Rhino is such a sleeper. But I don't know, with Dark Necrofear, I have more fun with Destiny board and things like that. Maybe put it with Masked Beast and Loomis and Umbra. I don't know, there's plenty of ways. Gravekeeper's Servant was fun. That's going to be a really fun card for a mill deck, guys. May have to revisit mill with that. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.